MS2. Identify water as a solvent. Shanley visits the beach and sees a tree right by the water that has all of its roots exposed to the air rather than underground. And that's in this picture right here. So there's a beach. We know that the roots of the tree should be underground, under the sand and all of this stuff. But for whatever reason, the roots are there, but the ground has been washed away. Later that week, Shanley does a lab in science class where he dissolves salt in a glass of water. Explain how both of Shanley's experiences show water acting as a solvent. This is the key, whoopsie, right here. Show water acting as a solvent. So you don't necessarily have to explain why this tree is healthy or why it's not healthy, what's happening to the tree. You just have to explain to me how water caused this to happen, how water causes this to dissolve. And so really all you're doing is explaining how is water the solvent in both pictures. So if I were to draw an arrow here, how is the water a solvent here? And how is the water a solvent here? What makes water the solvent in both of these situations? And again, this goes back to how we talked about in class that water is the universal solvent, that it acts as a solvent for most things. For the extension question, describe how water dissolves something like salt at a molecular level. There's that word molecule in there. How do water atoms make something like salt spread out in a solution? We watched a video in class on this, and it just does a much better job than I can draw here. So if you go to our Fusion page, and you go down to the links category right here, if you click on this link, how water dissolves in salt, it will take you to that exact same YouTube video that we watched in class. And what I would expect on question 4 is that you describe at a molecular level, so specifically what do the water molecules do to the sodium and chlorine atoms, how that happens and how that causes dissolving.